Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
Mm-hmm. You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Cocolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission.
Do you think the Great Mine was affected by our fighting on the surface?
Let's hope we didn't cause a collapse.
Oh look, it's Antonia! The miners and vagrants are all in the same spot. I sure hope they're not arguing again. Quick, let's head over.
Here, take it. I'm afraid we're short on goods and materials right now.
Oh, well, we actually have enough for the moment.
Hey, are you guys causing trouble again?
It's you! Oh, no, you misunderstand. There was a huge quake at the mine just now. Part of it collapsed. The vagrants here hadn't stopped to help. I doubt we'd have gotten everyone out in one piece. I was just discussing how to repay them. It's a shame the mining team's hard up right now. Oh, to do with us? Eh, I'm listening. Whoa, you mean to say that we're about to be reunited with the overworld?
Are you serious? This has gotta be a dream. Good things don't happen to us.
Today they do. And you're not dreaming. If you don't believe us, pinch yourself.
If things go back to the way they were 10 years ago, then the mining team can finally escape this poverty. And you won't have to rely on the charity of others. We'll finally be living with the dignity we deserve. Thank you, outsiders, from the bottom of my heart. The mining team will remember you as heroes, as will the rest of the underworld. Please tell Natasha that we're ready to get back to work. If the cable car station can start operating again, we'll dispatch a mining representative to negotiate with the architects.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet. I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help. Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Outsiders. Friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
You have visitors, Clara. There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Bronya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
That's our Bronya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got...
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I don't know how much of a celebration we'll be having. But I know Hook and Clara will be pleased to sit with you. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. And when you're ready, let's go home.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you! The liberators of the underworld! You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece. Oh, I'm afraid you might have to make an exception, mister. My license has expired, but then I haven't had the chance to go up and renew it for 10 years now. So, ready to climb aboard? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment. Thanks for understanding. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Uh-huh. That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
Guards! Formation!
Whoa, this must be it!
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Bronya, we're back!
March, Dan Heng, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Dan Heng, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means... the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5?
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share? That's the spirit. Come on, we should take some more photos before we head back to the Express. Let's go! One more round in the administrative district. Bronya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before... It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big Brother, March, Danhung. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Come around and have a look.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kasky will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that, but if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Don Hung.